Well, news. The Friday news. Let me see what we got here. Village of Polo Ridge woman sentenced after leaving woman for dead on US 301. Who would do that? Seriously, who would do that? Let's read a little bit about this upstanding citizen and see what she did. A Village of Polo Ridge woman has been sentenced to prison time after striking a woman with her car in 2017 and leaving her for dead on US 301. Whew, man, it takes all kinds of people to make this world go around. Jiminy. Justin Kimberly Hudgens, 38, has been sentenced to 12 years and 6 months in connection with the death of 43-year-old Alexis Monroe of Summerfield. The sentence was handed down earlier this month in Marion County Court. Hudgens, 37, was arrested March 2, 2017 at her home on Walker Loop in the Villages. She had been at the wheel of a car at 2 a.m. January 17, 2017 that struck and killed Monroe near Brown's Country Market near the Sumter-Marion County line on US 301. In the hours after Monroe's death, the Florida Highway Patrol launched a search for a silver 2002 Honda four-door sedan believed to be the vehicle that struck and killed Monroe. The vehicle was seized the following day in the Villages. Hudson will also serve an additional 5 years with the Florida Department of Corrections in connection with an attack on a fellow inmate while she was being held at the Marion County Jail. Hudson reportedly attacked a 20-year-old fellow female inmate on April 22nd. Hudgens threw a trash can from the second floor down at an inmate lying on her back. Hudgens then ran down the stairs, struck the younger woman in the face, and pulled her hair, according to an arrest report from the Marion County Sheriff's Office. The attack left the younger woman with a lacerated lip. Hudgens has been transferred to the DOC's Women's Reception Center in Tallahassee. She is due for release in 2030, not long enough. Her sentence will run concurrently and she received credit for time already served. I'm sorry, these people are trash. That's the only word that comes to my mind. These people are just trash. Alright, see what else we got. I've already read some of these. I'll get rid of that one. I just forgot to delete them last week. Another business in the Villages surprised after intrusion by hooded bandits. The Sumter County Sheriff's Office was called to, you break fix. Right? You break fix. No, you break I fix. That's it. I fix. You break I fix at Southern Trace Plaza after masked bandits busted through the glass door and burglarized the business. This burglary follows a New Year's Eve heist at the Beef O'Brady's restaurant at Colony Plaza. Huh. I didn't know that. I didn't know Beef O'Brady's at Colony. Colony's not far from here. I didn't know that Colony had a problem. A sex offender who recently returned to the Villages winds up back behind bars. I'm shocked. Do us a favor, Grandma and Grandpa, whoever it is that's letting this nutball move back into the Villages, next time do what Nancy Reagan used to say about drugs. Just say no. Make him go somewhere else. He doesn't need to be here. Off-duty Lake County Sheriff's deputy killed in early morning head-on crash. That's too bad. Traffic down here in the wintertime, people, I can't stress it enough. Be very, very careful. Some of these people, I don't know how they even got here in one piece. You know, I talked to them. They don't know why I'm asking these questions, but I have actually sat down at dinner tables and talked to people next to me that maybe I just saw earlier do something. And come to find out, they drove all the way down here from New Jersey, or they drove all the way down here from New Hampshire, or Hampshire, and New York areas. I'm looking at them wondering how in the hell they made it in one piece. And in my mind, I told my wife, and I was just joking when I said it, but actually it's true. I said, you know, I said, it just shows me how good everybody else is by not running into this nut. Live-in lady friend pleads with judge on behalf of villager held without bond. Head-on crash on State Road 44 kills 86-year-old Eustis man. POA will offer a community shredding event in February at Trailwinds Village. 74-year-old villager seeks legal protection after alleged ripoff by 26-year-old neighbor. 26-year-old neighbor. Competency evaluation ordered for Ohio man charged with punching a 68-year-old villager. Company's evaluation has been ordered for a 27-year-old Ohio man charged with punching a 68-year-old villager. Construction work will shut down roadway near village of Finney, probably because of that accident. What was it, last week? Where a dump truck was involved with an accident down there, probably crossing, what was it, 468 there? Horse that captured hearts worldwide after fall onto I-75, doing well after surgery. A bad parking issue. These are always fun. I know, you know, how can people do that? They do. You know, it's an all year thing, but it's especially bad in the winter when everybody's here. I'm going through it and I'm looking at them. It's basically the same old stuff. People parked at crosswalks, on top of the crosswalk. Who does that? Not just here. Who parks on a crosswalk anywhere? This person's not even in a parking spot. Look at this. Right there. You see that? See that line? She's not even in the parking spot. She just got out there. I don't even see, let me see if I can get this one here. See that? 2 cars in one parking spot? What? Here's one. See that brick right, oh, come on, focus. See that brick right there in front of that car? That's the crosswalk. This guy's parked at the curb. He's parked right there, really, right there where you're supposed to stop. Here's another one. See that stripes right there where that white car is? That's the crosswalk. He's parked right on it. Yeah. Look at this guy parked in the van. He's almost in there, isn't he? Almost straight? God. Oh well, let's move on. Daryl's Diner will be taking over popular eatery at Southern Trace Plaza in the Villages. So where the Sunrise Cafe is over there, if you like the place, it's going to be taken over by Daryl's Diner. Well, there's a couple of arrests for drugs, but one of them is a drug arrest in Wildwood at the service station over there, and the other one is a arrest of a guy that attacked somebody, but it has nothing to do with the Villages, so I'm not going to waste my time with it. Here's another picture of somebody talking about bad parking. You know, he's got a point right there. See that golf cart? See where he's parked? He's parked on the striped area in a handicap zone. There's no parking there for anybody. People just think they can do what they want. Well, they do. They get by with it. Spanish Springs Hotel evacuated after a sleepy guest creates smoky scare. Yeah, the guy was cooking in the room. He had a suite, and then he fell asleep, and whatever was on the stove smoked up the room, and the fire alarms went off, and everybody had to be evacuated. Violent naked man on US 27 441 behind bars after being tasered twice. SECO Energy warns of scammers calling to threaten disconnection of service. These people still fall for this thing. I read this a couple times in the last few weeks. IRS calling, threatening to put you in jail if you don't go to Walmart and get a cash card and send it to me right away. It doesn't happen. Police, send me money right away or I'll have to come and arrest you. It doesn't happen. Now it's SECO, which is the electric company here, threatening disconnection if you don't send me money right away. It doesn't happen. But these people down here just keep falling for this. 61-year-old Ocala man struck and killed on New Year's Eve on US 441. New restaurant to open at Trailwinds Village next week. It's going to be a Jersey Mike's. I think it's like a Subway shop. Man arrested in village of Fernandina after attack sends woman to the village's regional hospital. 60-year-old man was arrested in the village of Fernandino after a violent attack sent a woman to the village's regional hospital. Anyway, here's a tough guy right there. There's Mr. Tough Guy that likes to beat up 60-year-old ladies. The woman was transported by ambulance on New Year's Eve from a home on Fieldbrook Way. According to a arrest report from Sumter County Sheriff's Office, the woman said she had been seated on a couch talking on the phone with an out-of-state friend when 60-year-old Michael Heath Buchanan became aggravated and grabbed her neck in an aggressive manner. Well, I don't know what's going on there, but they'll work it out somewhere, I guess. Homeless pair with heroin arrested at La Plaza Grande in the Villages, Spanish Springs area. I don't know how some people don't recognize the signs of heroin use. It's obvious. It's usually all over their face, all over their arms, where they pick scabs. They pick. I don't know if heroin makes them itch. I don't know what. But they're always picking. So you'll see these little scab marks all over them. That's heroin. When you see these people, stay away from them. Alrighty. Let's see if I can finish up the rest of the news today. I had to stop in the middle of it the other day. Had company. Had to go. So let's finish the news. Woman who pursued prosecution against father pleads for leniency when boyfriend faces the same charge. This is the lady that was living up in the historic side, and her and her dad got into a fight. I don't know what happened. It turned physical somehow, some way. Somehow she had her dad illegally thrown out of his own house. She's not the owner of the house. She was just bumming there. I don't know how all that turned out, but anyway, apparently he got back into the house legally. I think she got kicked out, I think. But anyway, her boyfriend has been arrested many times for this. He punched her in the face, and they arrested him. And now she wrote a letter to the judge asking the judge for leniency on her boyfriend after she had her dad thrown out of his house. These people are nuts, including Dad, for dealing with any of this. They're all nuts, as far as I'm concerned. Operational change coming Monday to Del Mar Gate at Spanish Springs. The Del Mar Gate at Spanish Springs will be operated in automatic open mode through January 26th. The gate attendant will be stationed in the doorway to provide customer service and greet users. Limited spots still available in Sumter County Sheriff Citizens Academy. Oh, sex offender arrested after attack on woman he suspected of cheating on him. He's a sex offender. And he's worried about her cheating on him. You sick pervert. God. Let me read a little bit about this upstanding young man. A sex offender was arrested after an alleged attack on woman he suspected of cheating on him. The woman told Sumter County Sheriff's deputies that she and 55-year-old Tawn Clinton Myers had been drinking alcoholic beverages early New Year's Day outside her home in Oxford. They began to argue after Myers accused her of cheating on him, according to an arrest report. They went inside and continued to argue, and then Myers dragged her outside through the grass and the dirt. He apologized, and they both went back inside, where they began to argue again. She attempted to leave a bedroom, but Myers grabbed her by the neck and pulled her back in, the arrest report indicated. He refused to let her leave the bedroom and physically blocked her from doing so. It's their problem. I'm just getting very cynical about it, to the point that I just don't even care anymore. Okay, that's into that one. I think I got one more, and then that'll be the end of everything. Village's resident arrested in sound booth during evening entertainment at Town Square. Arrested in a sound booth. Ooh. Drugs. Trust me, drugs. He don't even look old. Well, another young resident. A resident of the Villages was arrested in a sound booth during evening entertainment Thursday night at a Town Square. Philip Scott Williams, 35, who lives at 1319 Teakwood Lane on the historic side, that's up by Spanish Springs, of the Villages, was working the sound booth at 6 p.m. during a performance by Scooter the DJ. By the way, if you haven't been down here and you haven't seen Scooter the DJ, I recommend going. He's good. He's funny. He doesn't take a break. He starts at 5 o'clock. He doesn't stop till 9 o'clock. And he's entertaining. Williams was spotted by a Lady Lake police officer who was aware he was wanted on a Sumter County warrant. The Pennsylvania native was taken into custody, and during a subsequent pat-down, a pink plastic container was found in his pocket. It contained a clear plastic bag and 2 plastic straws, all with the residue of cocaine, as well as a piece of aluminum foil containing cocaine. William has been working as an entertainment and special events technician in the Villages since 2014, according to his LinkedIn page. In addition to the warrant, he arrested. They don't have the word "was" in there. I should have said he was arrested on a charge of possession of a controlled substance and booked at the Lake County Jail. In 2016, Williams was arrested twice for driving while license suspended. In 2017, he was arrested at Lake Meona Park. Silver Lake Recreation Center will be closed for quarterly maintenance. Oh, this is about that big wreck that happened, I think, actually almost a week ago, like last Thursday or something, last Friday. I don't know exactly when. Thursday, I'm looking at it. It was terrible. It was on I-75, I think on the southbound lanes, but they were all closed for quite a while. A van load of children from the church. Well, let me read it. Trust me, you're not going to like it. I-75 out here, it's like a racetrack. When you start coming out of Atlanta, it just seems like the closer you get to Florida, the faster people go. By the time they get to Florida, it's almost like there's no speed limit at all. I mean, an average speed on I-75 is probably 80, but you'll be passed by other people. Who knows how fast they're going? 90? I don't know. And what's really funny is most of these people that's hauling ass down through there, they're just going down to the next exit and getting off. They're not going anywhere. It's terrible down here in the wintertime, but that happens on I-75 all year round. But it's extremely terrible in the wintertime. Let's see, 5 children from Louisiana who were killed in a fiery crash on Interstate 75 on Thursday afternoon were just about 2 hours away from their destination, Disney World in Orlando, when the unthinkable happened. Suddenly, with no warning, a semi-truck and another vehicle that were heading north on the interstate came crashing through the center median guardrail and into the southbound lanes near mile marker 394 in Alachua County. The semi slammed into another tractor trailer and the passenger van, which was carrying 12 people from the Avoyelles Parish School in Louisiana. Both of the semis burst into flames and the van overturned, ejecting some of the occupants before the southbound pickup drove through the melee and ran over I'm not even going to go any further. It's gross. It's just a terrible shame. I can't even begin to think how the parents are going through. So people, if you're coming down here this winter, or a lifestyle visit or whatever, if you're driving down here, I'm going to say it again. I don't care if you're in a golf cart. I don't care if you're driving your car down here. If you're coming down to Florida in the wintertime, be very, very careful. Be alert. I want to say take your time, but you know, that just goes without saying, because it's just not good down here. It just isn't. So with all that being said, I'm going to get out of here and try to get this video together and get it up for you on Friday. I got some new videos coming out. I've got the I think the conversation with Chuck and Sharon will be coming out probably I think Monday of next week. And then sometime after that, if you remember, Chuck and Sharon had that patio villa we went through. I went over there recently and got the update video of their updated landscape from the Village's Palms. And they did a very nice job. And so I'll show you the before and show you the after of what landscaping can do to the front part of your house, the difference it makes. And what else have I got going? I haven't done it yet. I got a video of a brand new 2019 golf cart that's supposed to have some extra stuff on it that I don't know about. Yamaha golf cart. I've got I got other stuff coming. I don't know, I remember what I've got cut. I've got a lot of stuff cut, and some of it I haven't edited yet. This one I haven't edited yet, but I've got to get it done because, you know, Newsday's Friday, so I got to get it done. And other than that, I guess everything's looking good. Weather's good. It's warm. It's breezy today. I don't know exactly what it is outside, because the truth of it is, I haven't been outside yet, and I'm not interested in going outside. So I'm just going to say, cheers to you. I'll see you on the other side.